actually goes back to unintended consequences of our best ideas. And by best ideas, I mean like the First Amendment to the Constitution, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom of the press. These are our best ideas by a long shot, right? They're just astonishingly great. And yet, if you're going to have freedom of religion, the positives are you don't have a state-sponsored church, so the state is not going to persecute you for worshiping what they don't want you to worship, which is what the problem was in Europe that they left a couple hundred years before that, right? So the people who penned the document were like, okay, we don't want what we had in Europe where the state sponsors the church and the state you'll be in trouble if you're not in the state-sponsored church. But the other side of that is in Europe where you had a state-sponsored church, when the state sponsors the church, the state pays for the church. So when the state would collect taxes from the people, they'd also collect tithes. You had 100% tithing of the entire population base in Europe.
Wow.
Be sure to check out the full episode of the 95 podcast by going to 95network.org/podcast.